Hi, everybody, and welcome to From the Mezzanine. From the Mezzanine is the Broadway podcast for the Broadway fans, where we talk about all things Broadway news, Broadway grosses, and let's be honest, all of the tea and gossip that happens week to week in the Broadway stratosphere. If you're watching on YouTube, you probably see who is sitting right next to me right now. It's Josh!
Hey, guys. I'm so glad to be back on From the Mezzanine.
I am so happy to have you back.
It's so exciting to be back.
It's been so sad without you, honestly. Like, we have missed you. Y'all,
I missed everyone.
Yes. You might remember him from our Tony Awards episode that we did.
Yes.
And it's been a minute.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I think we predicted those too early because my predictions, changed.
Yeah, we
but
did.
we were really wrong. Like, we were really off the mark.
Were we really wrong? We both said outsiders
you were
would
right.
win.
You were right about a lot of them. I, for some reason, was like, Illinois is going to win because it's artsy.
Right,
But then
this
I,
is true.
later changed my mind.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was kind of a wild call, but
it was wild.
I could see it happening, which I think is what I said then.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
how have you been since the Tonys, Josh?
I've been great, just on the content creator grind.
That's right.
Gabbing about kind of whatever the hell I want, I feel like.
Let's give you a plug at the beginning of the podcast. Tell everybody where to find you.
Okay, yes. You can find me at Rosen _ on TikTok and Instagram. We talk about our hatred of corporate America. We talk about theater. We talk about random nostalgic things. Really kind of just whatever is on our mind that day.
It's so fun.
We just puke out into the world.
It's gorgeous. And
Yeah.
I love how you say we, and it's like you and your inner thoughts.
And my brain rot.
And your brain rot.
Yeah,
all
it's
out
me
there.
and my brain rot.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with it, though. I
Thank
love your
you.
page. I think that we should do a tantrum later.
We should.
I need a tantrum.
Yeah, we could do it later. We could do it.
Okay, Slay. We got to know Josh a little bit back in Tony season, but I want everybody to get to know you a little bit better. So
Yes.
I have put together some classic From the Mezzanine rapid fire questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Lindsay. I've never been more ready in my life for something.
Why is this so fun?
Right, this is like the funniest thing ever.
Okay, first up, what show makes you throw a happy tantrum and what show makes you throw an angry tantrum?
Oh, God. So, happy tantrum is Hairspray.
Obviously. Wait, what's your favorite song from Hairspray?
Without Love.
Without Love?
Without Love.
Wait, I thought you were going to do like a deeper cut. Like for me, it's probably It Takes Two.
See, I like It Takes Two, but like I feel like in terms of songs from Hairspray, It Takes Two is actually like towards the bottom for me. Like I think my favorites are like Without Love and I Can Hear the Bells.
I Can Hear the Bells is
So beautiful.
good.
So beautiful.
I think it's just because I listened to those songs so much. And I feel like I found It Takes Two like maybe a couple years later. Or it was like one of those skip tracks. And now it's just like Zac Efron serenading you.
And it's great. I wish they had the full
God.
version of it in the movie. And they don't just
Yeah,
show that
I
clip
know.
where she's like, Link, I wish you would notice me at school.
We're going to have an episode where we just act out the entirety of
We'll just
Hairspray.
reenact the entire movie.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, Tracy, because she's the queen of manifesting her delusions into reality.
Yeah.
She is literally, like, there's literally this viral meme, and it's a picture of her riding on the trash truck, and it says, queen of manifesting delusions. And I'm like, yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
She knew she was going to be Miss Baltimore, and she
She
almost
knew she was going to get, like, Larkin. Like,
Yeah.
she was, like, literally, like, she meets someone, she's like, that's my future husband. Like, that's my man.
This is so true.
Like-
Tracy Turnblad. What a queen.
Yeah, literally, we love her.
What a queen. Okay, so that's your happy tantrum. What's your angry tantrum?
Angry tantrum. Well, I hate to, like, hate on shows, but, like, I really don't like Lempicka.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, for how poorly it was doing, it was really hard to get cheap tickets. And like,
That's wild. I never saw it.
I was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it. I found a lot of it to be very, I did not like it.
Angry tantrum outside of the
Yeah,
theater.
like I was like, what was that? But sorry, that's like kind of mean. So now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Okay.
This is rapid fire honesty hour.
Honesty hour.
You
honesty
have to give us
hour.
your real true take
True,
on From the
true,
Mezzanine because we'll see right through it if you don't.
True. That's also true.
Okay, who is your Broadway boyfriend
Oh God.
of all time?
Oh shit. Honestly, Aaron Tveit.
Yes!
Yeah, like I'm being completely real.
Oh my God, we're
Aaron
the
Tveit,
same.
Aaron
Cheers.
Tveit, cheers.
That's us.
That's gonna pop that listener's ear.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we just blew your eardrum out.
I did not know you loved Aaron Tveit as much as I do.
I love Aaron Tveit. I love well, first of all, he was my Link Larkin when I saw Hairspray. Which is insane.
No.
Yeah, he was. He had just started, I think, when I saw it.
I like
too.
actually have chills.
Yeah, but like I didn't know who Aaron Tveit was then. I was like 7. But then I saw him I've seen him in like a bunch of other stuff. Moulin Rouge. What else?
I won the lottery for Moulin Rouge today for this weekend.
Oh my God.
I didn't buy him in time.
Honestly, there will be so many more opportunities.
mad.
Have you seen it with Aaron before?
5 times.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know
no,
what?
I'm really sad. No, I'm like, actually, I'm really sad because I was working and I got the notification and I was like, okay, perfect. I finished work like at 1. I'm going to buy him at 1 because that's when I got off. Turns out, because I thought you had until 1:30. Turns out you have until 1. So I missed my window by like literal minutes.
That's the worst. I've done that
so
before.
Mad. It's fine.
Oh no, wait. I actually take back what I said about the musical that makes me want to tantrum. Mr. Saturday Night.
What?
I hated that show.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
But I'm surprised because it had, what's his name?
Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
I think it's great if you're like over the age of like 75.
Okay. Was it funny? Wasn't
Not to
Shoshana
me.
Bean in it?
Yeah, and grossly underused. Grossly underused.
Oh. Wait, I want to find a slime tutorial of that because now I'm curious.
It's on Broadway HD, but warned you might not get through all of it. Like it's
That's sad. I know it didn't last that long.
I did not enjoy Mr. Saturday Night in the slightest bit.
Was it a jukebox?
No, it was just weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just really weird.
Okay, slay. So Broadway boyfriend of all time is Aaron Tveit. We share that. Mine is always Aaron Tveit or Jeremy Jordan. They're like my number one
Jordan.
men.
I love Jeremy Jordan.
Ask me like week to week and it'll flip. But like right now I'm in a Jeremy Jordan era just because I haven't seen Aaron in a while. Did you see him as Sweeney?
No, I saw it with Josh Groban.
Oh
and
my God.
I don't think I had never seen Sweeney Todd before. I just like don't think I liked the show itself.
I loved it.
I was kind of freaked out by it.
Well, yes.
Well,
yeah.
No, but like I know. I don't yeah, it's kind of like a little. I don't know. I wish I liked it more.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think I need to see it again.
Aaron Tveit was amazing in it. Okay. Josh Groban was amazing in it. Aaron, it's like I want to see him as like the sweet prince that he is and not, do you want me to hold that for you? And not an evil demon barber of Fleet Street. That just makes me sad. Water break. Amazing. Okay, next up. If you could be in any show on Broadway currently, what show would it be?
Okay, I literally talk about this all the time. This is like such a frequent point of conversation. Put me in the ensemble of Juliet. Like, I do that shit in front of the bathroom mirror anyway. I might as well be doing it on stage.
Show us a move.
No, I just like lip sync to it. Like,
okay,
Since
what's
You've
your
Been
favorite
Gone.
song?
I think their rendition of Since You've Been Gone is so good. And I also really love Show Me Love.
Yeah.
I love Juliet.
That was not my show.
Okay.
Which is crazy because I love Moulin Rouge. But yeah, it wasn't my show.
Interesting.
It was too kitschy. It was too like, you know, like the TikToks where it's like, okay, I could literally, when Betsy Wolf is like, back door cracked, we don't need a key.
I loved it when they did Blow and then she got up on the chandelier and was pumping everyone up in the audience.
It's
and like
crazy.
I think it's honestly, and this might be a hot take, I think Juliet is a really well-crafted musical.
I think it knows what it is.
I think it's put together super well.
I do agree with you there. There's nothing worse, and I could mention a show. There's nothing worse than a show that is trying so desperately to be comedic and like it's just not connecting and it's not working. Like Juliet is funny. It knows it's kitschy and it like takes advantage of that in such a good way.
Yeah.
And so that's what I give them credit for. It's just like for me a little too kitschy. But I do think it's a good show. Like if I was a teen seeing that, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd be obsessed.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I love it. I've taken so many people to see it.
Do you like Juliet more than Moulin Rouge?
No, they're so different to me. I think I like Moulin Rouge more.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've seen a Moulin Rouge way more times than I've seen Anne Juliet.
I'm like,
You're like
smiling at you. Like,
you're
do you like Anne Juliet or Moulin Rouge?
No, I do really love. I love Moulin Rouge though. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I remember the first time seeing that was like a life-changing experience. Like, sitting in the theater, seeing that for the first time, like, oh, so good.
Incredible. What is your dream role?
Like, if I had talent, my dream role would be like Jack Kelly.
Oh, in Newsies?
Yeah, or
Okay.
honestly, if I was a completely different person, the Sour Kangaroo is probably so fun to play.
From
Susical.
That's what I wait, what is their song?
Biggest blame pool in the jungle of Newell. But like the Sour Kangaroo and Susical is like a diva, like brings the house down, like strong voice, big voice.
Josh, I bet you $1 million nobody has ever said that Sour Kangaroo and Susical the musical is their dream role. Like, I love you for that.
Someone has now. Hi guys, it's
Cast
me.
him.
No,
that
but Jack
so
Kelly.
funny.
Jack Kelly's like my true dream role.
Yeah.
If I was talented.
Well, you are talented, and I could see a world in which.
In other
I've
ways.
interviewed all of these actors. So many of them say that they couldn't sing. Like, so many.
How
or
do
they
you-
couldn't dance, or they couldn't act, and now they're on Broadway.
How
So
do you
never
like-
say never?
I guess I would need a singing teacher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're just one singing teacher away from being Jack Kelly or
True. This
Sour
next
Kangaroo.
Or like honestly, just like put me in Aunt Juliet.
I'm obsessed.
Put me in
Easily
the ensemble track of Aunt Juliet.
stunt cast.
They just cast all the influencers in the ensemble of Aunt Juliet. We'd have a great time.
You would.
Yeah, it would be great.
That ensemble is like very attractive. They're a very good looking ensemble.
Totally.
Which you'd fit right in.
Stop it.
Obvi. Okay. Who is your dream celeb to come to Broadway?
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Oh,
She would eat in a revival
Wait,
of Evita. I feel like someone was talking about this on the internet the
Was
other
it not
day.
you? I was gonna say.
No,
I feel like I
someone-
saw you post
Oh,
about
I
that.
think it was Eli Rallo was talking about it, and I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
agreed.
Shout out Eli.
Yeah, she would like literally like Lady Gaga, Evita, Eva Perón. I don't even like Evita, but I would see that. I'd pay money to see that.
I mean, that's easy. I could see her doing that so easily. Yeah, Lady Gaga is definitely gonna come to Broadway. There's no doubt about it. She's so theatrical.
So
It's
everything about
surprising
her.
she hasn't already been on
Or
Broadway.
she'd probably be a really good Roxy Hart.
Or like in Cabaret, I could see that. She would want to do
yeah.
something really, really out there and unique.
I'm shocked she's not doing Cabaret, or like maybe she was tapped to do it and she just like couldn't make it work. But like
Mhm.
I'm kind of shocked she like wasn't involved in
There's
Cabaret
still
at all.
time.
True. I feel like that revival might run for a while. So
I don't know. I've said on the pod, I feel like it's going to be like a Sweeney where they recast once and then they close it. But I'm excited for the recasting.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna wait and go see it with Adam Lambert.
Yeah,
because
same.
I'm more excited to see it with him than I would be if I were to see it with Eddie Redmayne.
Me too. I'm excited about Ali'i Cravalho.
Oh my God, so
I'm
talented.
really excited about her.
So good. I'm so excited to see what she does with that role.
Yeah, same. Okay. What is your favorite Broadway show of all time?
Oh God. So Broadway show,
Yes,
stage musical.
that's right.
That's such a hard question.
I feel like all you're thinking of is Hairspray.
No,
And you're
'cause
like,
that's my
how do I
favorite
not?
movie.
Okay, favorite movie musical?
Yeah.
Same.
I don't know if this is like a hot take, but like I think Kimberly Akimbo is so good.
Out of left field.
But like I don't even think that's like a super uncommon opinion. Like
no, it's not.
I feel like I've talked about it with people and it's like I think that musical has so much to say about like life, and like it comes off as very like bright and colorful and like cartoony, but it's very deep. And like it really makes you think, and it's weird, and like the plot isn't linear, but also at the same time it is, because you're like engrossed in it the whole time and you want to know what happens, and the music is so good, and like a weird 90s sounding score, and it's just great. I love everything about Kimberly Akimbo.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I saw it like 6 times on Broadway. Like I was addicted to it.
You have a very diverse palette.
Yeah, I do.
Of Broadway shows.
I have a super diverse palette of Broadway shows.
I admire that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But like I really love Kimberly Akimbo. I think it's like so beautiful.
I saw it one time and it was right before they closed.
Okay.
But Broadway Bestie Bryn, shout out, is obsessed with
Right,
it.
I know that. She's like addicted.
Yes. And so she was like, I'm taking you on the night when it is the entire OBC, And I did enjoy it. I thought it was an excellent, excellent show. It didn't have like the sticking power for me personally, but I could absolutely see how it would.
Yeah.
It just was very, very nice. And the cast, and it put me in such a good, pleasant mood.
It's like an easy watch. That's the
yes,
thing. It like
I
goes,
love musicals that are easy watches.
It goes down so easy, but it
Yes.
makes you think after, which is why I like it so much. Because it's not like exhausting you during it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you still like get something like substantial out of it.
This is so true. Like one of my favorite easy watch musicals is Waitress.
Same
Yeah,
deal. Same
because
deal.
anybody would enjoy it. It's got such a easy to digest plot. It's relatable. I mean, they're both like family based. They're both funny, but they have like their sentimental moments.
Right.
They're great. I want Waitress to come back to Broadway.
Dude, you and everyone else. You and everyone else.
That brings me to my next question for you. What show do you want to be revised on Broadway?
Oh, Revived.
Yeah. Revived. Thank you.
I guess
not
revised technically though, because they always change a little. So it was like coming at one point and then it didn't come, but I would love to see a revival of The Secret Garden. I love that
talk about
musical.
diverse Broadway palette, Josh.
know.
Oh my God. You're like shocking me.
Yeah. I love The Secret Garden. There's actually like somebody like must have like done like the house cam, like the camera that just like sits in the back of the house every night, and like the show, the one that they broadcast like on the TVs that are like in like the concession area, whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, because it's on YouTube, this like version that was like on its way to Broadway. It went to like Seattle and like Chicago and DC
Recently?
like 2016, 2017 ish.
Okay.
And it is so good, and I wish it had moved to Broadway. But I love The Secret Garden so much.
Wow.
It's such a beautiful musical. I love it.
Who is your favorite Broadway diva of all time?
Leslie Kritzer.
Yes.
Leslie Kritzer.
The definition of diva.
Yeah. I think she's fantastic in everything she's in. She
She's
made
so
Spamalot
cool.
for me. I didn't
Yeah.
even know what she was doing in Find Your Grail. She was on something else, but it was the
I
funniest shit
love
I've
that.
ever seen. I don't know if like when you saw it the night I saw it, she was just like, she wasn't even saying the words. She was just like, hi, okay.
Oh my God. She's so funny.
Yeah.
I asked her at the stage door, I was like, do you like purely improv every single night? And she was like, I have like stipulations about where I can go with it. But she's like, for the most part, I can take it like pretty haywire.
Yeah,
Like,
seems it.
I'm so impressed when people can improv like that.
It's crazy.
Have you ever improved?
No.
I don't like it.
It stresses
I'm not
me
an
out.
Yes.
I like
same.
watching it. I could never do it.
Yeah, I enjoy watching it for sure. But whenever I've tried, I get too like perfectionist. Like,
Me too.
I need to be funny, so then you're not funny.
Exactly. It's like the on the spot pressure that like psychs us out.
I'm kind of surprised though, because like what you do for a living is practically improvisation.
It is, but for me, it's so much more like I'll have like an idea when I'm like in the shower, on the toilet, like literally like anywhere, and I'll be like, okay, like now how do I make like a clever line about this topic? And then I make like a clever 1-2 line like spiel, and then I put it on, and then like for example, like one of my most famous ones is like I was one day randomly I was thinking about cool math games, and then I made this video that was like cool math games was the greatest scam ever invented as far as teachers were concerned. We were playing educational math games, but as far as I was concerned, I was on level 18 of Papa's Freezeria.
That's right.
It's like, so it's like you think of like a topic and then you're like, okay, let's like make it clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of improv.
Yeah,
Sure.
in a way. Yeah.
It's your own version.
I still write it though. Like I write it down.
You do.
Like my like brain rot videos are like, they're like 2-line scripts that I write, because it's like I can't just like say my thing. Like I can't just go on and be like Club Penguin. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have to like
This
write
is
out a spiel.
fascinating.
So it's like, what about Club Penguin? What about cool math games? What about Sodexo? I have one about Sodexo going viral right now. That food vendor that all the colleges use in their dining halls that gives everyone diarrhea. Like,
oh my God.
like all sorts of things. So
I'm dead.
yeah.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is funny. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Okay, last one. What is your favorite Broadway song of all time? You only have one song
Oh my God.
for the rest of your life. What is
Okay,
it?
honestly, So Much Better.
Okay.
I just think that song hits so hard every time I listen to it.
So much better.
So good.
I am so much better.
Specifically the climax though, the part where she's like, my name. And
List.
you've watched the MTV Pro Shop before, right?
Cool Yeah, for sure.
So good.
It is.
It's such a blessing that we have that. Seriously. Like, we are so blessed to have had that as a pro shot. And honestly, I thank God for it every day.
Yeah,
like,
thank you to the powers that be for Laura Bell Bundy and that pro shot. Incredible. I did like a deep dive early on in the podcast about Legally Blonde, and it was fascinating what went on with it because it came in such a really tumultuous Tony year. And I think it was opposite Spring Awakening, if I remember correctly.
It was, and it would have won Best Musical if Spring Awakening hadn't.
Spring Awakening took so much from it, which is hard because I also do love Spring Awakening. Do you?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And like, I don't know. I know a lot more of the songs of Spring Awakening, but Legally Blonde is also so good. So I don't know which I think should have won, but they did the MTV thing, and then they brought the girl who won the MTV like to be Elle Woods,
Bailey Hanks,
onto Broadway, and then it just went downhill after that. It's so fascinating what went on with that. It should have lasted longer because they had so much momentum, like with MTV and everything. It's a shame.
No, Broadway needs to revive it. It's gonna get revived after this DC Center Stage production that they're doing. Because like that's where Spamalot came from. And you know this is going to be more successful than Spamalot was because it's Legally Blonde the musical. It's such a popular entity.
Yes.
And everyone has seen it.
And with the show coming, there's like the new show coming. Reese Witherspoon is like doing
the
a new thing.
The prequel.
Yeah.
But the thing about Legally Blonde the musical is that so many people know it at this point. Theater obsessed, not theater obsessed.
Yes.
They've come across it on YouTube. There are specific songs they like. They've watched the whole thing.
Viral sounds.
It will get people into the theater that wouldn't have typically bought theater tickets before, which is huge. That's why I think they need to like revive shows like Legally Blonde and Hairspray, just to be the gateway drugs for people to see, oh my God, like theater's so fun. Then they'll go see more shows.
Yeah.
Like that's my whole theory on it.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. It's time for it to come back. It's been long enough.
We also just like need token gateway drug shows on Broadway, like very mainstream, basic, like shows where people can see it and be like, oh my God, that was great. I love theater. Like,
yeah, I feel like and Juliet is somewhat of that.
It's one of those,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
What else would you say? Outsiders is obviously one of those right now.
In a way, Softs, but like not as much.
So. Would you say Moulin Rouge is like
yes, 100%. Moulin Rouge is so like that. Moulin Rouge is like a prime example of a way I've gotten so many of my friends into Broadway.
Okay.
Like so many of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
All of my friends are already into Broadway. So.
Yeah. Like, so my whole thing is like, I didn't go to school for theater.
Yeah.
I worked in corporate. Like, most of my friends are like not into Broadway. Like, I have a handful, but like, so most of mine aren't. So I have to like educate them. So it's like my duty.
Yes,
it's my act of public service.
Yeah, it's what you were put on this earth to do.
Literally, I was put on this earth to yap about Broadway. So were you, though.
Same. Okay, well, now that we have gotten to know everything about Josh that there is to know, let's get into the Broadway news of the week. Wait. Broadway grosses. This is for the week ending on August 18th. So last week, we were so shook to see that Wicked was #1, but well, should I say unfortunately? Y'all know how I feel about it. Lion King is #1, Wicked is 2, and look at that. The Wiz is 3.
Wait, also, can I just say, did you see The Wiz?
No.
Okay, I saw The Wiz. Everyone was like, did not like it. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I think the reason people didn't like it was because they weren't familiar with the property beforehand and they wouldn't have liked The Wiz regardless.
Interesting.
I like went in, I already knew The Wiz. I knew I liked the movie. I knew I liked the music and I loved it. And I feel like but I feel like everyone I know who saw it and didn't like it didn't know anything about The Wiz beforehand. So
I didn't see it because I thought I wouldn't like it. Do you think I would like it or no?
If you had dove into The Wiz beforehand and like actively like gotten yourself familiar with it, 100%. Like 100%.
It's closing this week, right?
It closed already, I think. I think it closed on Sunday.
Well, that explains why it is #3 on the grosses this week. So going out with a major bang. Congratulations to The Wiz and on your excellent run. If you want to see The Wiz, it is headed on a national tour.
Yes, it is.
Get out there and see it, y'all. It's going to be,
it was already on tour and now it's going back on tour.
Yeah.
So
if you take it from Josh, it's a great show.
Yeah, it is really great. Like genuinely, it's really fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of the best things I saw this year.
First one I've ever heard to say that.
Totally.
Honestly.
I know. Totally loved it.
But I respect and I believe your opinion, honestly. Okay, Hamilton is 4. Cabaret is 5. The Outsiders is 6, beating out Hell's Kitchen. That is the first time that's ever happened. That is really crazy.
What's Hell's Kitchen capacity?
Hell's Kitchen has been, everybody's capacity is excellent. Outsiders always has the highest capacity at 102.
Because they rush at stand room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's not an open seat. But that's really surprising for Hell's Kitchen. Do not worry. They're still in excellent ranking, but I'm shook that Outsiders has managed to push them out because I really thought that there was nothing that the Outsiders could do to make more money. But I guess, well, it's more so that Hell's Kitchen looks like they just had like a smaller week, I guess. Anyways, Aladdin, where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Aladdin at 8 makes sense.
Aladdin at 8. MJ
at
is 9.
9.
And Moulin Rouge has moved up to 10, beating out Harry Potter. That's usually in top 10.
Oh, well, The Great
And
Gatsby broke
right
$1 million.
behind him. Yeah, Gatsby's doing amazing. It's been at over $1 million for forever.
Wait, that's great. I'm really happy for them because
No,
it's so
crazy.
entertaining. I love Gatsby.
We're obsessed with it.
Oh, Mary. I'm so happy. Oh, Mary is like doing well, by the way. Like, I freaking love that show.
It's doing incredibly. One of my listeners sent me a message this past week and she was like, I had no idea that O'Mary was such a hard ticket to get. And she like couldn't, they were all just like crazy expensive and there were not a lot available.
Yeah,
So,
that was one of the
props to
shows.
O'Mary.
I feel like O'Mary was really one of those shows where it like built up the buzz from off Broadway. And then when it came, it was one of those things where like it was so popular that everyone was like I had to like buy tickets like a month in advance and paid like a lot of money.
Wow, we
like,
just rushed it easily.
I should have rushed it.
Our rush was really easy.
I
We
should
got
have
there at
rushed
like
it.
9 a.m. and our seats were in the box. It was great.
Oh, could you see the whole thing? Yeah,
Yeah, we could see everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember missing. There might have been like one moment where we were like leaning, but it was totally fine.
It's a great play. If you can go see O'Mary, I would highly recommend going to see O'Mary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They know how I feel. I love it. Okay, do want to cite because Once Upon a Mattress opened in previews last week, but now we have their first full week in previews. And I'm really surprised to see that they're as low as they are. They're at 100% capacity. Yes, yes.
Oh, I know why.
Fantastic.
I know why. Wait, they opened. When did they open? 2 Thursdays ago or something.
This is a full week.
Right. Okay. There was Kids Night on Broadway. That's why.
Oh, true. Okay, so that would
bring it down
change
by
things.
a lot.
Okay, so true.
Think
okay,
about
so
it. One
we'll stay tuned for
performance
next
is
week.
like 50% free comped tickets. So
Wow, that's so cool. I
Yeah.
love Kids Night. It was so cute to see like all of the shows doing their Kids Night tributes and everything.
I think it's funny though. Like sometimes like people like going to like so many different like such a wide variety of
I know,
shows.
like the
participating
fact
kids.
that Moulin Rouge did a Kids Night. I'm like, I hope that they're like 13 plus, right?
I kind of get Moulin Rouge doing a kids' night, but like I remember one year, like the Book of Mormon was like part of Kids' Night on Broadway. Like when I was in high school, when I was like, I remember like looking through the options and like, why? Like, and then they do like a speech after, or even like The Notebook to me being in Kids' Night on Broadway is funny. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of wild. That's sad. That is sad. Do they like tell you maybe older kids only? Like I've never tried.
I mean,
for
there's like
Kids
an
Night.
age recommendation on every show.
That's true.
But like,
For Kids Night, they don't like.
I wouldn't like perform
Stop
the Book
the
of Mormon
younger.
and then come out in the curtain call and be like, so we're here for Kids' Night on Broadway.
Do they change the like lyrics? Do they take out like the F words of the Outsiders or anything?
Could you imagine? No. I feel
You
like
don't think so?
no, because I think that would ruin the authenticity of it.
I just don't. Like,
Also, like The
it's crazy
Outsiders
to
is one of
me.
those coming of age things where it's like like everyone knows that like you read it in like middle school and it's like a coming of age story and like
Yeah.
I think people know to like prepare their kids for like somewhat intense scenarios
Okay.
about kids.
Yeah.
Kind of like Billy Elliot, like in that way. Like it's like about kids, but it's not necessarily like for kids.
I was thinking about like The Great Gatsby and they have like the love scene. I was like, do they not do that?
Oh, Great Gatsby is so PG to me. Like everything about it
but
is
it's
so
kids
PG.
night. And like you see the little videos of the little kids. I'm like, I bet that they change it. I want to ask.
No,
I'm gonna ask some of my contacts.
There's no way they do.
I think they do. I think they have to.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
We'll have to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the Broadway news. It was honestly a very dry week, which is why I'm so happy to have my dear friend Josh here to yap about all of the things.
Bop, bop.
But we were what was that?
That was my yap. Yap, yap.
I love it. So we're going to talk about the fall season on Broadway, but first we're going to talk about a few of the big pieces of Broadway news that we got this week. One being the Warriors concept album that I have been tracking. Have you been tracking this?
The Lin-Manuel Miranda thing.
Are you excited about it?
So I don't really know what Warriors is.
Okay,
I mixed
I'll
it up
educate
with like
you.
Warrior Cats, like those books.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. And no, it is not that. It is essentially like West Side Story, but only
Like,
Thank
can
you,
shut
New York.
up?
it is West Side Story, but only like gang members against gang members. So it's like heavy on the gang violence. It like back whenever the movie came out, I implore you to watch the trailer because it is crazy. And when I was watching it, I was like, how is this not already a musical? Because they're like running through the streets of New York and it's like got a rhythm to it. And I'm like, how are they not dancing? Like this is such a song and dance. Like
we have our next Outsiders on our hands.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
They need it once it comes to Broadway, it is seriously gonna like Outsiders will be in jeopardy. And then I was like,
the Outsiders will never be in jeopardy. I feel like the Outsiders will run for like 6 years.
Okay, yes, and these shows are so similar.
True.
So similar. So, anyways, that's really what it is. Basically, this gang called the Warriors. I think they're from Coney Island, and they find themselves in the Bronx, and they have been. What's the word when like people say that you killed somebody but you didn't do it? There's like a word for that.
Like a public enemy? No, wait.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's said that they killed somebody from another gang, and so they're trying to get all the way through Manhattan and back to Coney Island safely. So that's the musical.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Wow.
And there's all these other gangs. There's like gangs in every single neighborhood.
At every stop.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's interesting. And the movie looks really scary, but really good. Do you know the thing, Can You Dig It?
Yeah,
Have you heard that?
That's
from
what
the
Warriors?
That's what it's from. There's a lot of like, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, I had no idea that was even a quote from a movie. There's like a lot of things. So it's very well known. Like Reed, he's a film guy. He's a film major. And so he was like, oh my God, you haven't heard of the Warriors? Like apparently it's super well known.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really know that much about it until like I heard about it.
I want to watch the movie before the concept album comes out. But the news of the week, everybody, is that we have more people that are going to be on the concept album. Whether that means that they will be in the possible show on Broadway, because we don't know if it's coming or not.
Right.
That's left to be determined. But we found out that Billy Porter is on the album.
That's going to be exciting.
That's a huge get. Michaela J, do you know who she is?
No, who is that?
She was in Tick Tick Boom.
Okay. Love Tick Tick Boom.
I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, you remember the scenes in Tick Tick Boom, and she was one of the servers, wait staff.
Mm-hmm.
She was the girl server.
Got it.
Okay, so she's gonna be in it. She's been in like obviously Lin-Manuel Miranda did that, so they're close. Casey Likes is gonna be in it, which seems like a random kind of ad.
Yeah,
to
that
me,
feels random,
but cool. Like that's gonna bring a young crowd in. Mark Anthony, you know who that is, right?
Like no, actually, I read that and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Mark Anthony, he's a really well-known singer, and he was married to J-Lo.
That's how I know who Mark Anthony is. Okay, got
you know
it.
him if you saw him, but he's a huge get. I bet he's probably like kind of the most famous other than Billy Porter. And then do you know who Utkarsh Ambudkar is?
No clue.
They were in Pitch Perfect.
Got it.
And he was the host of the Tonys pre-show with Julianne Hough.
Oh.
I saw him at the barricades to enter to the Tony Awards.
Oh my God.
And they would not let him through because he didn't have his press thing. And I was like, he's hosting. Get this man through.
Wait, that's insane.
He was in Pitch Perfect. He was one of the troublemakers.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, good. Yeah, so he's going to be in it. So this is like kind of an interesting, eclectic assortment of people. And I'm excited.
No, me too.
Do you
me too.
love Lin-Manuel Miranda?
No
matter
love
what?
Hamilton.
Okay.
I like In the Heights.
Okay.
I really like the songs to In the Heights.
How hard on a scale of 1 to 10 do you ride for Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Like a 9.
Okay, that's high. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, I love Hamilton though. Like I just really love him. I just really love Hamilton.
You're so cute. Okay. Yes, same. I adore Hamilton. Okay. Very exciting. Next piece of news, which we do not need to stay on, but I just think it's very interesting to talk about who is coming into the doors of Chicago, right? They've had such surprising people cast. Right now is probably their best with, what is her name? I'm blinking.
Oh, Ariana Madix. Yeah, dude, that was like selling out. Like you couldn't get tickets for that.
Yeah. But the latest person who is coming in to Chicago's cast is Orfeh. You know who she is, right?
Orfeh?
Or is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Orfeh?
Orfeh.
I'm so glad you're here to correct me. Oh, shoot. Oops.
I love Orfeh. I think she's such a queen.
I love Orfeh.
She's a Broadway diva.
Yeah.
Our Queen Paulette.
Yes. From Legally Blonde.
From Legally Blonde, the musical.
The previously mentioned Legally Blonde, the musical.
She's also married to Andy Carl.
I know.
And I love that for them.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's like an intercast, like, relationship.
I know. They were like married before Legally Blonde
they
started.
Were?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've seen them somewhere. At some event, I remember seeing them and they were together and I was like,
I would have been so starstruck.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Wild.
Anyways, she's going to be taking the stage on August 26th. Have you seen Chicago?
Yes. I've seen it twice. First time I saw it with Christy Brinkley, who's like Billy Joel's wife or something. Or Bon Jovi's wife, something like that.
I know the name. I feel like I might know who that is.
Second time I saw it was like right after COVID. I think it's good. Like it's not like my favorite show, but like I like it.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I need to see it. When my mom comes, she's always wanted to see it, so we'll see it together. How do you think Orfeh, I have to think when I say that. How do you think she'll be in it?
I think she'll be great.
She'll be Mama Morton.
I feel like Mama Morton's like a little underused for Orfeh though. Like I feel like Orfeh should have more of a part. I would love to see Orfeh in something new.
Yeah, do you know anything else she's been in?
But Pretty Woman. She was in Pretty Woman and I saw her in it. She was great. Despite Pretty Woman being whatever.
Terrible.
But, yeah, did you see it?
Actually terrible. I saw it on a national tour.
Yeah, it's really rough. It's a rough time.
Adam Pascal was in it, which is the reason that I went, and he was incredible. It was wild to hear his voice live.
Yeah.
But that was the first show I ever saw that I was like, maybe Broadway cannot be good.
Yeah, it was not. I need to sit up because I'm like getting too relaxed and now I'm getting tired.
Do we need to do jumping jacks?
No, like literally. Yeah, no, it was great. Oh, no, not Pretty Woman. No, it wasn't.
I did that last week on the podcast. I like just blocked out and I was like, I was like, what am I saying? No. It was not great.
My brain just farted. Yeah,
okay, last piece of Broadway news before we get into the meat of the episode, talking about the fall season, is that Jordan Fisher and Maya Rafiko have extended their Broadway run at Hadestown.
Yeah, I need to see that.
You do?
I don't like Hadestown that much, and I wish I liked it more, but I feel like if I gave it the time of day and did my homework and like really understood what it was about, there's no reason why I wouldn't like it. I feel like I just need to give the music another try. I love sad girl music. I love VP Bridgers. Like there's nothing that would deter me from it.
Sure.
So,
and I've heard Jordan Fisher is making the show. Because I have not seen it with Jordan Fisher. I saw it with Eva, but I did not have her Manses in it. I don't even know.
Oh, you didn't see it with Reeve Carney?
Yes.
Got it.
And it did not stick to me.
Like her voice is amazing.
Eva's everything.
But like I agree, like it
was just like
I didn't get what was going on. I was a little confused.
A little boring for me.
Yeah, I was a little bored and a little confused, but
I've heard it's improved, which is wild because it's been on Broadway for so long.
Oh, they've changed it?
No, I don't think that they've changed it. I think that Jordan Fisher somehow is really improving it because everybody has told me, like, I know you didn't like it. See it with him. You'll love it.
Right. Yeah. Also, like, it's interesting that Hadestown has been running for as long as it has.
So long.
Like, it's been kicking for a while.
I know.
Like, it opened when I was a freshman in college, and I am now 2 years post-grad.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, it has a huge community. Whenever I was at Broadway Con, I would say 90% of the people who were in a costume were in a Hadestown costume. I mean, they have a very strong community.
No, I know.
But we are not them, but maybe we will be one day.
They have their lovers, yeah.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough with the Broadway news, folks. Let's get into the fall season of Broadway.
I'm so excited to talk about this.
So, do you want to like go through the shows or do you want to just like at a glance say what we're hyped about?
I feel like we can go through them, right?
Okay, let's do it. So
we can go through the musicals. I don't know the deal with the plays. Yeah,
I'm gonna be selective here. But first of all, this is a play, The Roommate, with Patti
I'm
LuPone.
hype about The Roommate.
Me too.
I'm hype. I don't know anything about it. I think it's gonna be great. Literally, I don't know. I have no clue what to expect.
So it says that it's a comedy about identity, morality, and the promise of reinvention. Vague.
I guess we'll find out. It's a comedy?
Yeah.
Cool. That's all
gonna
I
be
need
great.
to hear.
Mia Farrow, Patti LuPone. It's at the booth.
Love the booth. We're excited about the booth. So that's that. Okay, we're excited to see a good comedy at the booth.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be, I genuinely think it's going to be good because it's a play, so it doesn't have the same expectations that musicals have to bring in like a ton of cash. And the booth is like a reasonably small theater.
Right.
And so they should be able to fill it well. I mean, it's a 2-person show. So those...
I'll meet you at the booth. I'll see you at the booth.
See you at the booth, Patty.
Literally.
See you at the booth.
Literally, Patty.
That one's starting super soon. August 29th is the first preview.
Period.
Yeah. Okay, so next we have Our Town.
Also, wait, McNeil.
McNeil, do you have your tickets?
For McNeil?
Yeah.
No, do you have to like, are they like hard to get?
No, I have mine though. They
Oh.
like did a promo like months ago.
Oh, shit.
For $30 tickets.
In good seats?
I think they were pretty good because it's a
Wow.
really small theater. It's the Robert Downey Jr. musical.
Is it at the Vivian Beaumont? It's about AI,
Yes.
right?
It's about AI.
That's why I want to see it.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to see Robert Downey Jr.
Me too. I love him. He's a celebrity that like has been a long time coming to Broadway.
Yeah. And this is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
It feels like similar to Steve Carell coming to Broadway.
Yeah, although I kind of forgot that was like happening when
Because
it was happening.
it wasn't a major success.
no one was
and I
talking
still
about it.
can't stand that. I didn't see it. Steve Carell is my father.
I love The
Love you,
Office.
Dad, but also love Steve Carell. And I didn't see it. And that's a problem. Like, I am obsessed with him. I should have seen it. And it's not because I didn't have time. It's because the marketing wasn't there for it. And they didn't make me want to see it. The
Nothing
show
about it was
didn't
like
do
accessible.
well.
Yeah, it didn't
just
get great reviews. Like no one.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm going to see Steve Carell, I don't want it to be in something that I'm like, okay.
You're like so mad about.
Exactly. But all that being said, I feel like Robert Downey Jr., he's coming to like the Vivian is in Lincoln Center, right?
Vivian Beaumont. Yeah, it's at Lincoln Center.
Okay, I thought so.
It's like the one Broadway theater that isn't in like Times Square.
Yeah. It just feels similar. And I'm hoping that this one is better than Steve's Broadway debut. And I feel like it will be just because it's Robert Downey Jr. and like everything he does is
It's so good. And it's about AI. So like by nature, it's already more interesting, I feel like.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
That play was from like the 20s or something. It was
Right.
super dated. Yeah, I'm super hyped. We said we weren't going to talk about plays and we're only talking about plays. I'm so excited for Our Town.
Me too. I love Our Town. I've read it. I think it's great.
You read it?
Yeah, I've read it.
I haven't read it. I wasn't familiar with it at all until they announced it was coming to Broadway, and
It's
then I
really
read up on
good.
it. But it has Zoe Deutsch. Zoe Deutsch.
Zoe
I
Deutsch.
love her.
Zoe Deutsch.
Zoe Deutsch.
Yeah. Yeah. Zoe. No, I loved it. Wasn't she in the Dear Evan Hansen movie?
No, but she was in The Politician.
She was in The Politician. That's what
I
I'm thinking
love
from.
her.
Yeah, she's great.
I'm honestly most
big
excited to
fan.
see her, but also Jim Parsons and Katie Holmes are in it.
I love Jim Parsons.
I haven't ever seen him in anything,
I
but like
love
he's
Jim Parsons.
a great
I love Katie
actor.
Holmes as well, but I love Jim Parsons.
Katie Holmes is a crazy get for
Yeah,
Broadway.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Have you seen First Daughter
No.
with Katie Holmes?
What is that?
It's this movie about Katie Holmes plays the daughter of the president of the United States when she like goes off to
Oh.
college and is trying to like have a normal life.
Maybe I have.
It's so great. It's so
It sounds
great.
like My Date with the President's Daughter.
It's similar.
Okay. I'm super excited about that. It's coming September 17th to the Ethel Barrymore Theater.
Amazing.
It's going to be a major sleigh.
It's gonna be a huge sleigh.
Excited. I just want to see Zoe Deutsch. I don't know why. I just adore her. Romeo and Juliet.
Hype. Add to cart. Like sold. $300. I'll do it. But like, yeah, I would. But like, I'll be able to get tickets for cheaper. So like, there are tickets for cheaper. They're not all $300. But I'm just saying, like, if I was in a situation where I like had to pay $300 to see it or not see it at all, I would pay the $300 to see it. I'm hype.
I have realized I'm not very hype.
Well, are you not hyped because you're not excited about Romeo and Juliet, or did you watch Heartstopper?
I never watched Heartstopper.
See, I did.
I tried to watch Heartstopper when Guy was in Sweeney Todd, whatever his name is.
Joe Locke.
You're so good at names.
I just like watched Heartstopper, so I like
love
know
it.
their names.
Kit Connor is a cutie.
Yeah.
I love Rachel Zegler. I wish she was making her Broadway debut in something else. I think
they might be singing in
astounding.
this though.
It is a play with music.
So they will be singing.
There will
There will be numbers of some sorts.
but it isn't a musical. I'm hurting. Like, I'm literally hurting by that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm really
I
gonna be
want
curious
her-
to see her. Maybe she'll be like doing like operatic voices on the porch, like oh, or something like where you can hear her sing, like you know what I mean, like oh, and Jack Antonoff is writing the music, so like the whole thing could be Swiftified. Like we don't know anything. Like
I know.
also,
I know.
there's gonna be a DJ booth, and I heard some nights they're gonna have Jack Antonoff at the DJ booth, like doing the thing. Also,
is
if Jack
tea.
Antonoff is doing the music, you know who's going to opening night?
Taylor Swift.
Miss Taylor
I know.
Swift.
That's what I was saying.
So
I know. And I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's just something about, like, guys, can we all just remember the fact that this is Romeo and Juliet? And I love the Romeo and Juliet Leonardo DiCaprio movie. It's so whimsical. And it's like
Baz Luhrmann. It's Baz Luhrmann.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
But the hype is like huge for it. And I don't think I'm there. I do not think that I am with that.
Got it. Okay,
Because
that's okay.
I just want Rachel in freaking Shrek.
Oh my
Fiona.
God. Talk about a good revival.
I want to hear her sing.
No, wait, you know what she would eat in? Like, it's a little bit too small of a part for her to play, but Vivian in Legally Blonde.
She would slay in anything.
She would slay as Elle Woods, to be honest. Like,
Of
I know
course
she's
she
not
would.
blonde, but like,
She's amazing.
yeah, she would be so good.
I don't know. The hype for this is very interesting to me because it's so indie and like alternative vibe.
The youth are the way they're marketing
Exactly.
it. Oh, sorry. Well, that's different because that's marketing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they made you say it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool branding. It's setting them apart.
Yeah.
Something about it, like I need to see it. I need to see it and I hope that I'm wowed. But I feel like people's expectations are going to be through the freaking roof. It's going to get so many young people in. But they can't forget that they're seeing Romeo and Juliet.
Which is like a boring Shakespeare play at its core.
I'm over
Right.
Shakespeare.
Right.
Over Shakespeare.
Me too.
Exactly.
I
So
don't
that's
really enjoy
why
watching Shakespeare.
That's why I'm like, the marketing is gorgeous. The casting is so exciting. It's Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
And I'm really excited about the music, but I just can't be like over the moon for this at this stage.
I guess we'll see what happens.
I guess we'll see what happens. Sunset Boulevard. How are you feeling?
So hype.
I'm very
Sunset
hyped
Boulevard
for
is one
this.
of my favorite musicals, by the way.
Really?
I saw the 2017 revival with Glenn Close.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
And it was so good. I had no clue what I was in for. We bought the tickets like 2 days before. I was in high school. So good. Have been in love with that musical, infatuated with that musical, obsessed with the soundtrack ever since. Literally, like the amount of times I have like put that musical on from start to finish and slept, like taken a nap in a long car ride. Like that musical, I'm so excited. And I'm excited because it's a brand new production. It's alternative. It's different.
Yeah.
It's going to show us Sunset Boulevard in a completely different way.
It's scaled back. It's minimalistic. It's very artistic.
It's very artistic. And it's
It looks
scary.
beautiful.
Which
And it's
I
Nicole
love,
Scherzinger.
'cause Sunset Boulevard is scary. Nicole Scherzinger, the Pussycat Dolls. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be in movies. That was so good.
Okay, wait. How is it scary?
Sunset Boulevard's it's like a suspenseful, epic horror because it's about a woman who like traps a man in her house, like keeps the
Wait,
man
I didn't know
captive.
that.
Yeah, she keeps him captive. That's like what it's about. But it's like it's like
go.
it's like Goosebumps and like it's like less
So
like in your face scary and more like bone chilling evil, like
Let's
confusing, sad because you feel bad for her even though she's like a bad person, but like
All that I knew about the premise was it was like a washed up Hollywood actress,
Yeah.
like wasting away in her estate.
Yeah, that's
all
exactly
that I
what
knew.
she's doing. Yeah.
I didn't know that there was this other spooky
She like
element.
voices. Yeah, it's a very interesting show. It's a very interesting show. I love it though.
I'm
like
excited.
it really does have a 10 out of 10 for me. I remember walking out of that and being like, I just witnessed one of the most amazing things ever.
Sunset Boulevard. Have you seen those videos?
Love. Sunset. Also, like the beginning when like the body comes up. I guess it was 9 a.m. A homicide had been reported from one of those crazy mansions.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to stop. But,
Yeah.
literally.
I don't know the music. No, I'm really excited. For somebody who doesn't know much about Sunset Boulevard, they've done everything right for me.
Yeah, literally.
And the mystery is still there,
yeah.
right? Like where Romeo and Juliet has infiltrated everything, which is a great thing to do.
No,
for
but we
this.
still don't know really what it's gonna anything about like what it's gonna be like. This Romeo
Sunset
and
Boulevard.
Juliet.
Oh.
Sunset Boulevard. There's a bootleg of on
Mm.
not YouTube, billybilly.com. If you know, you know.
Where are you sending my listeners?
No, like I promise.
I
like,
do not endorse billybilly.com.
No. Like your
I've
computer
never
won't get a
heard of
virus
this.
from it. Like it's just like it's like YouTube for us, but they use it in China, and there's like every Broadway bootleg on it. There's no pop-ups.
I do not endorse it.
It will not get your computer a virus, but literally every Broadway bootleg, billibilli.com, Billy Billy.
This message is not approved by Lindsay Stone from the mezzanine. Don't do it.
No, wait.
Don't do it.
Until I show you it, though. That's the
You're not
thing.
showing me on my computer.
Okay. But like it's not even a sketchy website. Like it's fully like a huge mainstream like website that people use in China.
Okay.
That I recently learned about from a friend, and it's been life-changing for Broadway
And it has all of
bootlegs.
these bootlegs on it.
Yeah.
I do not endorse this message. Next, maybe
Wait,
happy.
do you like bootlegs?
No.
Interesting.
I used to take a really hard stance against bootlegs. Since I've definitely like eased up a lot.
I'm pro slime tutorial. I'm pro slime tutorial.
I think it wasn't for other people as personally. I didn't want the bootlegs because I want my experience to be in the theater. And obviously that's not possible. Like I watched the Heather's slime tutorial so much when I was in high school. So in certain instances, like, yeah, that's fine. But it's more personal. Like if the show is still on Broadway, I don't want to see The Outsiders on like a grainy YouTube video for the first time.
Well,
I want to see it in real life.
Slime tutorials are really high quality now because like they're like really HD. So like for me, if I've seen a show and I'm satisfied with it and I don't feel like I want to like experience the live magic of it one more time or whatever, then I'll just like start watching the bootleg. Like Kimberly Akimbo,
Sure.
I saw it a bunch of times. Then the slime tutorial came out and like it was good. And like I just watched the slime tutorial when I wanted.
Okay, like I hear you, and that's your journey.
Yeah.
And I respect
That's
that.
my journey, my personal journey.
But personally, I'll be good. I'll see it on Broadway, and
Yes,
I'm
you
ready for
will.
that. Maybe happy endings.
So excited.
I'm really excited.
Did you
about
watch the
it.
music video that they put out?
No.
Oh, the song is so good.
Oh my
When
God.
you're in love, you are the only one. I know, I'm such a good singer, guys. Also, the fact that like this Helen J. Shen girl just like randomly has her name on the marquee next to Darren Criss and is fully like
Queen.
my age, like will be hugely famous, but is
Dating
not
Andrew
that
Barth
famous.
Feldman.
Dating Andrew Barth Feldman.
Mm-hmm. She's so cool.
She seems so cool.
Ugh, we should be best friends with her.
Yeah.
Helen.
She would
You're
vibe. She
very
would
good
vibe.
friends.
No, she's a vibe. I've heard.
No,
Like
she is.
I know. Like we have mutual friends. I've like heard she's
Yeah.
a vibe. Like I've heard
Yeah.
she's such a vibe.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
And she's going to be Darren Chris's love interest, and they're robots. And
Yeah.
it's so cool. It's just such a unique concept.
Such a unique concept.
It's like unlike anything I've ever heard of, which is why I'm really excited for it.
Darren Criss in a musical. I mean, we haven't gotten that in a while. So
What was the last show he was in?
Hedwig.
Okay.
Before that, it was How to Succeed.
Wow. Okay. And he's producing this one too. So his like
He really likes
heart
it.
is going to be in it. And I know you girlies out there are going to be so hyped for that.
I think everyone's.
Are you a
gonna
Darren Criss girly?
love? I'm huge Gleek. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm really hyped for this one, but it's pending and they pushed out the opening night, so we don't know much about it. But from what everything I've
No,
seen,
it's happening now again.
right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
But they
yeah,
did
yeah.
push it.
Yeah,
they had
they
to push
pushed
it.
it.
It was kind of crazy.
There was a supply chain issue.
I know. Okay, do you have any thoughts on A Wonderful World, the Louis Armstrong musical?
No, and it'll probably be the same feeling that I had towards the Neil Diamond musical, which is
No.
I won't be seeing it.
No,
Like,
I'll see this.
really. I don't care about Louis Armstrong. Like,
I think that you should, and I'm going to show you
okay.
the video where I talk to James Monroe Iglehart about
Okay.
it, and you're going to be like, "I love that man. I'm going to support
No,
him."
I love James Monroe Iglehart. I just,
Okay, that's true. You saw Spamalot.
you know the show, you know the song like I See Trees.
Of green.
It makes me so
red
sad.
Roses too.
Like I just like don't know. Like I feel like I'm just gonna be really like sad. Like because like the music is beautiful, but it makes me so like want to sob.
So what James Monroe Iglehart was telling me, he said, "Girl, if you want drama, this show has the drama."
Oh really?
Yes, it is a show told through the perspectives of his 4 ex-wives.
Wow. Okay.
In a way, he said, because I that's what I read, and I said, "Is this right?" And he said, "Yes, in a way." And so he said, like, yeah, he has a very tumultuous life. He grew up in the 50s, I want to say, and as a black man in America, it was very hard, obviously. And it sounds like it's going to be very, very interesting. And
I'm excited
I
now.
love historical, like that. This is more historical figure musical, I would say. Like Louis Armstrong is
Yeah.
I would put him way more of a historical figure than like Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond is a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's like in the fabric of American culture, but like Louis Armstrong has a whole airport named after him.
Right.
So I
Right.
feel like it's different.
Right.
And
That's fair.
it's not just going to be like jukeboxy bubblegum.
Right.
That it'll bring the drama, and we like the drama.
We love the drama. We appreciate the drama.
I'm excited for it. I truly am. And I love Louis Armstrong. Wait, it's Louis Armstrong. No,
Louis Armstrong.
I always said Louis Armstrong.
I thought it was Louis.
I just had to correct myself, but then James Monroe Iglehart in front of me said Louis Armstrong. I was like, oh, Louis. The more
Louis.
you know. Okay, Tammy Faye, how are we feeling?
I'm so excited. I know that we're not getting Andrew Reynolds anymore, which is a little sad.
Little?
No, it's super sad.
I'm so sad.
But
they had me, and now they do not have me.
Like the story of Tammy Faye.
Is, yes.
I love the idea that Elton John is writing it.
Uh-huh.
It has my. I'm sure I will walk out of that and be like, I love this. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna go see it 100 times. Like, I kind of already know I'm gonna love it.
It has. Have you listened to any of the music?
No. Where can you find it?
On YouTube.
Okay. Is it great?
It has such a Book of Mormon feel.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait.
Wait, why am I?
It did fabulously in London.
What is the guy that they recast? Christian Borle.
Christian Borle. Who I
Are
think's
you a
gonna be
Christian
great.
Borle girly?
I'm not like, oh my God, he's my everything. But like, I think he's been great in everything I've seen him in. Like, saw him in Something Rotten, loved that. Saw him in Something Like It Hot, loved that. Like,
I did not like him.
really, in Something Like It Hot,
No.
I thought he was so funny.
I was super excited to see him. Like, he was like one of the biggest reasons I wanted to see Some Like It Hot because I'd never seen him before. And his performance was like, he wasn't an outstanding actor in it. Like,
Yeah.
like for me at all. And I expected so much more because it's Christian Borle and so many people just love him. And I just cannot see a world in which that you can replace Andrew Rannells with Christian Borle. Like, I can't.
And Andrew
I can't.
Rannells' voice is so good. That's really what's hurting the most.
I melt when I hear Andrew Rannells, and he is so funny. He was in Book of Mormon, like he's perfect because
Yeah.
he's playing that character of this
Yeah.
man who is like suppressing his gay nature. How do you say that in a good way?
His
but
gayness, yeah.
his gayness, and it's incredibly layered. And Andrew Rannells has done that kind of in Book of Mormon, right? And it's just so, it would have been so perfect. And the fact that they just couldn't afford him. That's what it was.
They couldn't afford him.
And he said that.
Um,
And so then I was like, is Christian Borle's price tag lower?
It must be.
Interesting.
Yeah, it must be a little bit. But the thing is, like, we're getting 2 Christian cult musicals on Broadway because we're getting this and we're getting, or I guess Teeth is off Broadway, but that's going to New World Stages. I'm so excited to see Teeth.
Oh my God, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I know
thought
I'm
you
going to
saw
love it.
Oh my God.
No,
it's
I
so
haven't, but I
good.
know everything about it.
You know, Helen J. Shen was in Teeth.
Yes.
That was my
It's
first.
like, it's like awesome, right?
I'm obsessed with Teeth.
Okay,
I
cool.
love it. I leave and I feel like I'm down with the patriarchy. Like, I am Mother Hear Me Roar.
I'm so
like
excited.
I am. It is the
Andy
most.
Carl's doing it.
Who?
Andy Carl is doing it at New
Oh
World
yes,
Stages.
yes. The person who was in it when I saw it is Philippa Sue's husband.
No, it was Stephen Pasquale, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
great.
He was great. It's the best. You're gonna love the music. Oh my God,
I've
it
listened to
is
some of it.
so-
It's so good. I've seen the movie. I love the movie.
Oh, I've never seen the
love
movie.
the movie. I love the
I've
movie.
seen Teeth twice, and I will see it again. It is just so freaking good.
And it's hilarious, I've heard.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, like genuinely the funniest shit. Everyone's
and
like,
it blows your mind. I hadn't seen the movie. Maybe it won't blow your mind since you have. But like when they make that switch, dentata, dentata,
I was about to
dentata,
say.
like
I've heard the end note on Dentata. Dentata!
yeah, I like reenact the crazy part at the end so much. Like
So
I love
good.
it. It's so good. I'm obsessed. Okay, how are we feeling about Death Becomes Her?
So excited.
That's what you're saying for every single show.
No, but but it's because I'm so excited for Death Becomes Her.
Have you seen it already?
No, but did you see the clip that they had from Chicago?
No, but I've seen like all the pictures and
It
stuff.
looks fab. It looks visually
Wait, maybe
stunning.
I have seen the clip.
It looks like it's gonna be fun. Like I'm sure it's not
Yeah.
gonna be like a great like, oh my God, like
This changed my life.
this changed my life. This is so profound.
It's gonna be like, that was so fun.
That was fun.
And that was funny,
That
and I
was
laughed,
fun.
and the music was good, and the talent was incredible. Megan Hilty coming back.
And Jennifer Samard is so funny.
What do I know her from?
Company,
Okay.
Disaster.
Okay.
She was in Mean Girls at one point.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's great.
I haven't
really
listened to any of the music. Have you seen the movie?
I love it. It's a great movie.
I need to see it.
It's kind of Broadway adjacent. It's fun.
Okay, slay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. Not so much of like knowing what to expect, but I think it's going to be a good time. How do you feel about Swept Away? I'm not
I
excited.
don't know anything about
okay,
it.
I'm not into
literally
it.
don't know it. I don't have a clue.
They announced the casting this week, and John J. or G. Gallagher.
Oh, John
No,
Gallagher Jr.
Jr.
From Spring Awakening.
That's exciting.
Yeah, he's
Moritz
yeah.
Stiefel from Spring Awakening.
It's like the Avett brothers. So like we'll see. I've heard good things about it, but we'll see.
I don't know what to expect at all. Gypsy, of course, is coming.
So hype.
We don't even need to talk about
So
it. Everybody
hype.
knows.
Everyone
we're all so
knows about
excited.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping Keke Palmer is going to be in it.
I think it's gonna be her.
I will die if she is in it. I'll be low-key, high-key, more excited about Kiki than Audra, which might be a crazy thing to say, but
to see Gypsy.
Kiki Palmer, like literally, I will bow before her at the stage door. She's such a queen.
I'm so excited to see Gypsy. I'm so excited to see Gypsy.
Yes! Okay, I don't know if there's anything else. Red, obviously, we're hyped for that.
Wait, are we though?
Are you not?
Like, I don't know what to expect from Redwood though, so I don't know. I don't want to like diss
So
it
I've seen the videos. I've listened to the music.
Who wrote it? Is it Brian Kidd and Tom Yorkie?
Kate Diaz.
Cool. So it's different. It's a new
And
composer.
Tina Landau.
Oh,
And,
I do love Tina Landau.
and Adina Menzel like worked on it as well.
Got
like,
it.
She's a big part of it.
I love Tina Landau.
What do you know her from?
SpongeBob.
Stop.
She directed SpongeBob.
That's crazy.
It was so well done. I loved SpongeBob.
Who doesn't love SpongeBob?
Really?
Yeah, I'm just not. I never watched
I feel
SpongeBob
like if you saw
really
it in
growing
person,
up.
you would know the musical specifically. Like if you saw the musical in person, you'd be floored. Like you'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm a changed woman."
That's what I heard. I
Yeah.
heard like this one guy whenever I was in college in my acting class. This guy went to New York, and when he got back, everybody's like, "What'd you see? What'd you see? What'd you see?" And he was like, "I saw SpongeBob and Hamilton, and honestly, SpongeBob was so much better."
Oh.
And I like wanted to throw. I was like, "You didn't deserve to see Hamilton.
Oh my
How
god!
dare you?"
Not throwing the SpongeBob was better.
It was crazy. He just like wanted to have a hot take in front of the
Yeah,
acting class. He was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, Hamilton's not as good as everybody thinks." It's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, like
Okay, crazy. No, I'm excited for Redwoods.
Redwood.
I just, you don't even have to, I don't need to know anything else other than Idina Menzel. That's all I need to know. And I'm
Right.
there. That is literally it. I love her. She is my everything. And the show seems interesting.
It
Is it what
does.
I would have picked? Perhaps not, because it's so stripped back and
Right.
it's like projections are the set and they're up in the redwoods and she's climbing a tree, like it's very
Yeah, that's why I'm
interesting.
like, yeah, it
but,
seems interesting.
How are you feeling about Boop?
About what?
Boop.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
It looks colorful and cute and fun.
Mhm.
I think it'll do well too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it'll do well. I feel like
Maybe
it could sell
not,
a big
like,
theater.
Incredibly. It depends on how genuinely good that it is.
Right.
You think it could sell a big theater?
I think it could totally sell a big
you
theater.
have
It's a
to
big
think
show.
about the patrons that are paying big bucks for Broadway. It is the older generation, and Boop is a cartoon character that has been around for decades, centuries, I don't know, forever. So it's super duper recognizable to everybody. I don't think it's going to get like a lot of the younger crowd in, but
It
I've heard
might.
some of the music and I love it.
It might, honestly. I feel like people are just gonna be like, "Oh, this is so great and fun." Like I feel
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
yeah,
It's very Barbie vibes. Like
That's
the
kinda why
premise
I'm
is
like-
exactly like Barbie.
You know, the producers of Barbie are producing Big Gay Jamboree off Broadway with Marlon Mandel.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, randomly. I
had no idea.
Yeah,
Okay, the last 5 years.
obviously, like gonna throw up in the bathroom beforehand
Screaming,
because
crying.
I'm gonna be so overwhelmed with excitement.
I'm so excited.
No, like literally.
I was thinking about it like very legitimately the other day, and I was like, Nick Jonas in the last 5 years. This is gonna be everything.
Also, like the Hudson keeps spoiling us. Also, Once Upon a Mattress is technically this fall because it opened post Tony's,
True.
so it's technically this season.
Yeah.
Which I like spoil me. Like I cannot believe we have a revival of this caliber of Once Upon a Mattress on Broadway.
I haven't seen it yet.
Like
wanna see
I
it.
saw it at City Center. I did not see it on
Okay.
Broadway yet. One of the best things I saw last year. Seriously,
Oh my god.
so fabulous. Like such a great show. So fun.
Did you read the reviews?
Yeah, they got great reviews, didn't it? It got a critics
it
pick.
was pretty okay. It was like 75% good. Yeah, okay.
It got a New York Times critics pick, didn't it? Yeah,
So the New York Times person really liked it, yes.
yeah.
But when I was looking at all of them, I really don't want to rehash what I talked about last week, but I was really surprised to see people say that Sutton Foster was a miscast in it.
Oh my god, I thought she was so freaking funny in
Yeah,
it.
and that's what good job. But that's what I was like, I always thought, oh my god, of course she's like made for this role. I'm not the biggest Sutton girly, but I was like, this feels right for her. She's a physically comedic actress.
They
This
probably
is
just like
perfect.
don't find her funny. I thought she was so funny. Like
Okay,
I thought
okay.
she was
We're not
so
gonna listen
funny.
to those reviews because
Yeah.
I'm really hyped about it too. I need to see it. It looks really fun, really happy, very jovial.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
very jovial.
Slay. Last 5 years though,
So
Jason
hype.
Robert Brown.
So hype.
Do you like the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with Jeremy Jordan and Anna Kendrick. I do. Yes.
I worship that movie.
Yeah.
That was whenever I was dating back in the day, that was the movie that I would make every guy watch and be like, if you can get into this movie, then we can work out. And if not, no.
The brownstone of Anna Kendrick, like zooming in, like sobbing.
The first time I came to New York, I stood on the brownstone and I sang that song.
You found that brownstone?
No, It was just a brownstone that looked like it. But I was like,
so
I am
cool.
her and I'm going through so much.
Oh.
I love it. And like walking through Central Park, I'm always thinking about like the engagement scene, like that. You don't want that movie to be your life, but that movie is my life.
You don't. But also, it's so beautiful, that movie.
Did I just hear an alarm started ringing? So good.
So good.
Okay, Slay, what are you most excited? If you had to say one thing you were most excited for that we talked about today, what would it be?
Sue me, Tammy Faye. Sue me. Literally sue me.
I literally will sue you.
File a lawsuit.
How, bro? How?
I just am.
Oh my God, I can't.
What are you most excited for?
I don't know. Gypsy just feels too obvious. No, it's Redwood. It's Redwood.
Okay,
it's
that's
Redwood.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just need Adina. I've never seen her before,
Okay.
ever.
Then you'll have your moment to see her.
And I love her.
Which is great.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Hi, you guys. Future Lindsay here, popping in really quick before we wrap the episode. I am so excited to announce that I'm doing something that has been highly requested and something I've wanted to do for you guys for quite a while now. I am doing a giveaway. The giveaway starts today over on my Instagram. So what I have going on for you guys is, alongside my dear friends over at Broadway Stacks, we are doing a giveaway of a set of the Outsiders bracelets. Now, if you don't know what Broadway Stacks is, you can thank me later because you are going to love their page. They make the most high quality and really, really nice Broadway bracelets. They have all kinds of Broadway shows that they do. Whenever I saw them at BroadwayCon, I got to touch and feel the bracelets, and I was floored by how gorgeous the beads were and how nice these bracelets are made, and of course how fun they were. They have bracelets for Legally Blonde. They're coming out with a Beetlejuice set, but of course, for my Broadway girlies, we've got to do the Outsiders. So head on over to my Instagram right now. In order to enter to win these bracelets, you can follow my page, follow Broadway Stacks, and tag somebody in the comments of the giveaway post. I am beyond excited to get this done for you guys, and I know y'all are going to love them. Okay, so head on over to my Instagram. It is at @FromTheMezzanine_podcast. Once again, at @FromTheMezzanine_podcast. You can find the link directly to the giveaway in my show notes below. Tap that link, enter to win, and good luck. Back to the pod. Yay! Okay, Slay. Josh, thank you so much for coming on From the Mezzanine.
Oh my God, I love coming on. I'll come on anytime.
Yay! You're the absolute best. He's going to be joining me on the Meet Me at the Stage door. So if you're a Broadway bestie over at the Patreon, you can go catch us over there. Josh, tell everybody one more time where they need to find you.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at @JoshRosen_.
Yes. And you might see me over there too from time to time.
Some projects coming up.
The apples right to the core. You get the gist. If you are listening to this, you can carry on. You can be my background dancer. If you're watching this episode on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at @FromTheMezzanine_podcast. Leave me a rate and review if you enjoyed this episode. And also send it to your Broadway bestie because I'm sure that they are going to enjoy it just as much as you. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye! Tell the people bye.
Bye.
Bye.